What's up, YouTube? It's your boy.
Eli.
Innuendo. Don't get it.
Innuendo.
What window? What window are they talking about? I don't know what window they're talking about right now.
But if you with it, let's finish.
Innuendo. Let's get it.
Let's go. Look, I'm back at it like the bed. I have another video for you guys. We actually got Samson-Tipping point. Let's dive right in because it's been a minute since I listened to some Samson. We need to be checking out some more Token, some other artists, albums, all that stuff I need to get back into. Been a lot going on, but we're just gonna dive right now. Let's get it in. Oh, calm. Okay.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk and bless his family. I know the devil's hard at work. I can't even fathom all the grief and pain that y'all have went through. My thoughts are nearly impossible to explain, but I'll attempt to. I've already written like 5 intros, so many wasted paragraphs and revised pen strokes. There's just so many things I wanna say, and I don't wanna say I'm wrong. I don't know how many times I almost threw away this song.
That's actually not bad, and I know what it's like to be restarting as an artist, to be like, it's not gonna work. You get started on something like, let me take it off, maybe I'll use it later. It's been a whole freaking thing I tried to do in songs and had to change it up because I was like, this is not gonna work. Hopefully some new music, I'm assuming. Let's go.
His family. I know the devil's hard at work. I can't even fathom all the grief and pain that y'all have went through. My thoughts are nearly impossible to explain, but I'll attempt to. I've already written like 5 intros, so many wasted paragraphs and revised pen strokes. There's just so many things I wanna say, and I don't wanna say I'm wrong. I don't know how many times I almost threw away this song. But I feel an obligation. I have a platform and people want my observation. This one is complicated, I go back and forth on it. The facts are distorted so much I'm half and half, I'm torn on it. Trying to grasp the scope of this, and so I'm asking if there's more to it. Reading way too much and end up actually just warping it. Too many voices echoing, reporting everything. How you supposed to comb through all these different passages and sort it? There's so much information out there, it can make you feel like you don't know what's fake or real. Way too many Facebook reels, shit is so.
True that. Also, the vibe and the beat in the background is grooving. You don't always get that, but it's definitely grooving. I fucks with that. Let's go.
Almost like it's done on purpose, just to make us chase our tails. I wish someone would wake me up and offer me those matrix pills, so I could see through all the tints in the facade. But I can't, so I feel like I should give this up to God, cause it's a lot, and I could use some guidance, cause I'm struggling. I got 2 different sides that are inside of me just tugging. My heart tells me fuck these nasty individuals, so despicable, fucking trash, I bet they're miserable. Couldn't last in a debate, so they had to get physical. Got smashed verbally, so they resorted back to trigger pulls. All he did was talk, he debated, that was all. Never held a position in office or made any laws. He created an organization to display his faith. He sat right in front of your face and had conversations with y'all. He spoke. He never suspended your rights, never signed a single fucking bill that affected your life. What exactly did he do that directly impacted you? Instead of saying a couple of sentences that you disliked, y'all took a couple quotes out of their context and flipped it, cut out the important parts and conveniently left them missing. And even then it still didn't sound that aggressive. Shit, if you thought that was radical, then we got different definitions.
And basically talking about what happened to him, it's like, what did he really do to us for people to be like, okay, let's go ahead and end his life like this? It is kind of crazy because we keep being judge, jury, and executioner, and it's like, who are you to be like, this is their fate? Like, who are you to decide and just have so much hatred in your heart? Everybody got so much hatred in their heart nowadays. It's craziness.
And you go and compare him to George Floyd, cause he was a father too. Fucking oh boy, what a wild thing to say. I don't gotta even explain, it's 2 way different things. This shit is not even the same.
And speaking of the George Floyd, real quick, I always ask people, like, what is justified and what isn't? Like, people will be like, justify George Floyd, but then act like the other guy, it was okay to kill him, just you shouldn't have killed George Floyd. But then it's like, you hear about George Floyd, like I said, no one should be judge, jury, and executioner just out of their own hands and stuff like that. And police brutality has been crazy, as it always feel like it does every so often. With George Floyd, did it make sense for that to happen to him? But also, he was a criminal, and a lot of that stuff, to me, when I first heard about it, was not brought to light. The only thing anybody keep talking about was why did the officer kill an innocent black man or something like that? And I'm like, yeah, why did they? And then you find out some other stuff going on. But teach his own. I mean, nobody is supposed to be judged during execution or just off the old free will. But sometimes people don't be innocent, and they be like, oh, they deserve to be alive. And then the people who are innocent, they be like, well, F them because I don't agree with what he agrees with. So people just agree with George Floyd being abusive and attacking females and all this other stuff that went about, like, make it make sense. I'm just saying, make it make sense.
Can't trust someone that you don't personally know, so I can never say for sure that Charlie Kirk would be my bro. But if I were to go off of reputation alone, I would never fucking let George Floyd into my home. And it's got nothing to do with his race or his skin complexion. Nah, it's more to do with his lengthy criminal record. Yeah, it's more because the drug possessions and the robberies and home invasions, I would trust him less around my property. We shouldn't make a mockery of him.
Okay, so he mentioned what he actually did and stuff. That's why I'm like, do people even understand that? That's the real question. As my phone decides it doesn't want to unlock. Okay, it's just interesting. That's all.
Robberies and home invasions, I would trust him less around my property. We shouldn't make a mockery of him. I acknowledge that just because he was a criminal, we shouldn't pile on that. I won't say I'm glad that he's dead or claim he deserved it, but don't act like for 1 second that this was the same person. Just check out the reactions to their deaths, quite the opposite. Look what y'all did and look at our response to it. Instead of riots in the streets, we prayed quietly in peace. We never let our emotions go, we tied them to a leash. We never flipped and flew off the handle and got shitty and left the town crawling with vandals and cops spitting.
That's just what we do, man. We like to speak and be loud, bro. We hype folks, man. We hype like who'd have. But at the same token, in some aspects, a lot of situations go way wilder than it need to be based on the group of folks. I'm literally working in all pretty much predominantly black environment, and you just see what happens when you work with black folks, how they react like something is literally, we can't never work together, agree, or have each other's back. Somebody's always trying to throw each other under the bus, be toxic, talk about each other, gossip, and all this other craziness. For what? That's because that's who we are, tear each other down. I had never heard racists do anything as crazy as how we be treating each other. I'm just saying. It's interesting. That's all. It's interesting how we act about certain things and react on certain things.
Town crawling with vandals and cops spitting. Shit was gritty. What we saw on the channels was not pretty. The only thing we burned was candles, not cities. So get the fuck out of my face with all these comparisons. Y'all are embarrassing. We can't even call you Americans. You follow a narrative, such a typical situation. The minute something changes, these liberals switch their places. There's something wrong with you if you celebrated his death. You say the right is full of spite, but there's hella hate on the left. It's weird. It's almost like this shit melted away your stress. I never saw somebody die and then felt elated or blessed, but it makes sense. Your party's been stirring this shit. There's countless videos of politicians encouraging this. See, they rile up their base until they pile up their hatred, and now look, all of a sudden gun violence is their favorite. The minute Jimmy Kimmel got pulled from the air at night, the First Amendment became the left's most sacred, cherished right. Now no one should be punished for their words. It's so important. You're right. Imagine being murdered for it. You know, I feel like my music has been...
It's crazy. That's actually crazy.
The left's most sacred, cherished right. Now no one should be punished for their words. It's so important. You're right. Imagine being murdered for it. You know, I feel like my music has been pretty moderate. I never lean too hard in one direction or the opposite. Yeah, it's obvious that I'm conservative, but watch my shit. I think I do a pretty good job at keeping my common sense. But lately I've been giving less of a fuck. I got a headache, I'm so fed up with the left and their stunts. From the messages they pump, a bunch of pedos peddling junk. I used to separate you, now I just think everyone sucks. I'll never be friends.
Everybody does suck, man. And it's funny because to a certain extent, I always tell people I always listen to both sides for any situation. But a lot of folks on one side versus the other, you get one side that's like, okay, I can kind of get what you're saying. And then the other side would just fight you for what you are agreeing with. Like, you can think what the other person's saying makes sense. That's just what you think. We attack each other for no reason, I swear. Like, we attack each other like... I get what's going on to a certain extent, but in some cases, at the end of the day, we just be wanting what makes the most sense and be trying to really go about it the right way and then you got other folks who just does not care and they just want to see the world burn. But we can't just listen to each other and respect each other and understand why a person believes or don't believe and picks that side, voted for that person. It's all a catch-22, but it always feels like it's one side more aggressive than the other. It's very crazy.
I got a headache, I'm so fed up with the left and their stunts. From the messages they pump, a bunch of pedos peddling junk. I used to separate you, now I just think everyone sucks. I'll never be friends with you, ugh, nah, fuck it dog, I'm serious. How the fuck can you relate to somebody who cheers for this? Y'all are weird for this, I'm done salvaging relationships. I ain't picking up broken pieces off the ground and saving it. If you can't say that this is bad and just agree it's heinous, then I don't give a fuck if you unfollow me or hate this. It sucks, this shit has done massive amounts of damage. And you know, it's probably exactly how they planned it.
Yeah, this little beat is like clicking. Fire message. Listen, I get why people may or may not like Samson or might be like this, that, and that, but I feel like in a lot of situations we're all just ignorant to what makes sense. We're ignorant to hearing someone else's thing or whatever. We're like, we automatically just think, how can a person even understand the other side when they ain't gone through what we go? It's so much more to a lot of stuff than what meets the eye. You people need to physically, mentally, emotionally leave your neighborhoods. Some of y'all are just stuck in your area, stuck in your state. Like, y'all don't go anywhere, and that's the problem. So you don't know anything else but what's around you. That's all I gotta say. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Share with your friends. I put the videos out every single week, pretty much every single day. Road to 1,000. Let's get it in. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Other than that, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, love you, bye, and all that fun jizz. Again, if you do music, let me know down in the comment section below. Be checking out your stuff. Let me know if you want to collab. Guess we'll see. Still working on some stuff, so maybe something or a little more before the end of the year. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Other than that, I'll catch you on the flip side, man. Peace out, love you, bye, and all that jizz. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, yes.
We still got a lot. What'd you say, Z-Dog?
Bro can rap for real though.
Eli's a great rapper. He's been on Tangerine Stop Talent more than once. He was just on it this Tuesday and closed out the show. He's fantastic. Subscribe to him, Eli_innuendo. I did it. Y'all can do it too.
Tangerine.